It's been a long while since I mentioned I was going to get a laser cutter, so I finally put this video together, and today we're going to be talking about what you get when you purchase an xTool M1, how to put the machine together, and a quick little viewing of a laser engraving. So stay tuned. It's here. It finally came today. My xTool M1, and it came with these two other boxes here. I believe these are the materials or extra accessories that I ordered, the rotary tool and the heightener. Here is a stand that I purchased in order for this big monster to go on. We'll likely set this up in my basement. And this is a separate filter. I went with not the xTool brand. Hopefully that's okay. But hopefully this is compatible with the xTool brand. I saw on Amazon that it was based on a review. So let's get into it. I started with putting together the shelf that I got from Amazon. This thing was an absolute nightmare. I'm not even gonna mention the name of it. I don't recommend it at all because it just kept flying all over the place. Anyway, moving on to the star of the show, the xTool M1. To my surprise, there was a box within a box, which was kind of fun. It's like a nesting doll. I went with a bundle. At this point, I can't remember which one, but it gave you all of the things. I got extra cutting mats. You get a fabric mat, and you get one for like paper. You also get your riser, your air assist, and some other stuff. I thought this was cool. They added a little thank you note from the CEO, your manual. I will be flipping through that. Inside, you have your power cord, the hose for venting, and some extra lube. You also have the blades for your blade cutter with some extras and the attachment. So inside, here are the extra cutting mats I had mentioned. You get these triangular prisms for adding some height to your materials. At this point, I'm just attaching the venting hose. This was pretty simple. You just screw on the back. It comes with 4 screws and this little clamp to get it on, which was hard for me, but overall pretty simple. Moving on to the risers. Here's another set of instructions. You get a ruler to measure the distance between your laser and your materials. Here is the honeycomb grid. There's these acrylic pieces and the sides for your xTool to fit on. So first things first, I'm just removing the wrapping on the acrylic pieces and setting this up. Everything just slides into place. I just needed some assistance with getting it on top of the riser. It's not very heavy. You probably could do this yourself, but I wasn't trying to chance me dropping it on the floor. Next, I'll be replacing the plate that it comes with the honeycomb plate. This was also pretty simple. You just remove a few screws at the sides and bottom, pop it out, and replace it with the honeycomb grid. Now I realize I screwed up here when I put the risers together. There is a specific way to put it on so that these screws act as a stopper for when you're pushing in your plate. Now that that's squared away, moving on to air assist. Upon opening the box, I was kind of overwhelmed, but it was not that bad. So you're gonna need to flip your xTool over to get to the bottom of the laser. You're gonna wanna use the screwdriver that it came with because you're gonna wanna remove these 2 black screws in order for you to pop on the air assist. So once that's done, this plate is removable. You can use these tweezers that it also came with to remove this golden circle, which you'll be replacing with the little black thing that it came with. I'll show you that in a minute. This is the little black thing. So you want to make sure that the arms of this thing sit straight across your laser. So tighten it, but not too tight because you want it to be able to hold. Once it's in place, you can use the opening of this piece to pop it straight onto those arms. It should look like this. Next, you'll want to feed the hose through the back of that piece, using these tape marks as a guide. I didn't realize you were supposed to use them as a marker, and you definitely don't want to remove them. Next, you're going to want to flip your machine over so you can attach these plastic pieces. What they do is they hold the hose in place so your air assist can do its thing. This little guy fits on the side of the laser and sticks inside the pre-drilled holes. Next, I'm going to feed the hose through the plastic pieces and out through the bottom. Now while you're doing this, you're going to want to make sure you have enough slack so that your laser can work its way around the machine. As you can see, I'm slowly sliding it around to each corner to ensure it doesn't catch. And again, using those pieces of tape along the hose as markers so I know exactly where they fit along the machine. Next, I'm going to feed the hose through this slot and out the hole on the right side of the machine. At this point, you should just have these two pieces left, which are this little rubber thing and this little knob with the blue thing. I don't know what these things are called, so please excuse me. But you're going to want to take the rubber piece and attach it to the air assist, and then take the black piece with the blue piece and stick that inside the rubber piece. Once it's secure and tight and all the way in, then feed the hose through that blue piece. This is where that table came in handy because it can sit right under the machine. And sorry, actually there is one more piece here. The two left pieces are for when you're not using air assist, and it holds it in place. Now for the fun part. The power cord just sticks into the back, and I didn't set up Wi-Fi, I just had an extra USB so I could plug it directly into my computer. And the moment of truth. Nothing. It did not work. Just kidding. It worked. I forgot to turn my power supply on. So after that mini heart attack, I was actually able to enjoy the machine. Now xTool sent a bunch of materials because I ordered that bundle pack, but here is the standard package of materials that it comes with. Wood pieces, you get wood coasters, you get slate coasters, but you get a ton of these little tags, so that was going to be my first print. After navigating the xTool design software, which as someone who's used many design softwares in the past, I thought it was pretty simple, I was able to send it to my machine and watch the magic. As someone who had never seen or used a laser cutter up until now, you can imagine how my mind was blown. But wait, there's more. Don't forget that the xTool M1 has a blade cutting feature. It was very simple to put together. The instructions were very descriptive. You insert the blade into the top by pressing this little piece at the bottom, tighten, and there's a magnetic piece under your laser that it just sucks into. And again, because I got the bundle pack, there was a ton of vinyl material for me to sift through. Now I'm not going to be covering the blade cutting feature in this video, but stay tuned if you're interested in seeing how that works at a later time. I hope this video was both informative and useful for you, and maybe even inspired you to get your own laser cutter. If it did, hit the like and subscribe, and until next time.